nose being a strain of the curl easily identified by its black stripes on ashen fur and splendid crest. The patterning on its head grows more complex with age, with the curl possessing the most advanced whorls designated as pack leader, and those beneath it fixed in a rigid hierarchy based on their pattern. This social structure makes the Osi a dangerous pack hunter. Chardonnay, being a warhorse, the oldest breed known in Ivalis, once belonging to the great cavalry of an ancient state, known for its love of warfare. These majestic and terrifying creatures determined victory in battle in an age when cannon and like armaments were unknown, and they were truly loved by their handlers and the people of the land they served. For their part, they harbor an undying loyalty to their homeland, though it be naught more now than dust and echoes. They serve and protect its memory to this very day, though their bodies have faded and they are something near to spirits. Giruvegan, being a tyrant worm driven to madness by mist, now a violent, capricious creature. The naturalist Melos writes in one of her most harrowing accounts, "That hideous mist which spilleth forth from its dark core raiseth a mirage before the eyes, and I am blind with fear and apprehension, for its nebulous form is madness incarnate. I pray that my skill with the blade faileth me not in this most dire circumstance." Its eyes shine with a curious luminescence, allowing it to see quite well in dark underground corridor. Skullworm, being a dragon bound by magic so powerful, it has forgotten to die. Its life continues though the flesh fall from its bones, and so will it continue until its bones too are nothing but dust. Only then may it rest. With the passing of eons, its intellect has faded to something primal and violent, and its dim awareness of its own decay makes it all the more unpredictably vicious. Vivian, being the primordial Malboro, born in antiquity of an elder witch. All Malboro alive today are said to descend from the Vivian. Upon its head rests a crown, signifying its status as a queen among its kind. Over the course of its long life, its body's youthful hue has faded, now being entirely devoid of color. There are some chroniclers who hold that the witch mother of the Malboros was indeed named Vivian, and was no witch at all, but a plant creature herself. Forbidden, those who are born with undying souls filled with the purest hatred and jealousy are wryly called the Forbidden, for what sane creator would truly allow such monstrosities to exist? Being zombified as a result of the gradual decay of the flesh around the eternal soul, yet these cursed beings have ever been the subject of much study by those obsessed with the ideal of eternal life. Perhaps this is why they despise man with such venom. Gargoyle, Baron. Being a creature with giant white gossamer wings, its head is rather small, and it has a habit of wearing a small crown set with magicite. Wing-like ears are set far back, or its head to pick up sounds from all around, and perhaps also to sense for shifts in the mist. Its body is covered in ashen hide, as devoid of color as its character is of warmth, its bearing being cold and merciless. Reaper, great reapers, takers of life, ghost kin in name, but gods of death in truth. Being originally sent from on high to work upon mortals, texts in all religions mention these being with fear and awe. While each account differs, all agree on one thing, that the reapers exist only to free the soul of its earthly bonds and bear it back to the heavens. They appear before us to foretell our deaths, appearing again only when the time for severing worldly ties has come. Mom Bomb. Being a magical construct much like a simple explosive, created by the lords of the ancient city to prevent intruders reaching its heart. Its body is formed of a strong metal of surpassing quality, beneath which seethe magics and mist under tremendous pressure. Though they are individuals, as a side effect of their simultaneous creation, they are facets of a single consciousness and have been known to coordinate their attacks on intruders to deadly effect. Mithril Golem. Being a magical construct, fashioned of pure mithril. Though mithril's strength in proportion to its weight surpasses any other metal, many layers of such were used in the construction of this golem, sacrificing lightness for sheer durability. Machines of war, the destructive power of these golems is greatly feared on the battlefield. Necrophobe. Being a particularly accursed variety of ghost, that fearing death so greatly wanders in denial of his own demise, so irrational is his fear, he is certain that all who cross his path mean him mortal harm, and so strikes first. It is recorded in the annals that once, when a score of these cruelly afflicted beings appeared in a village, they were halted by magical panels facing each of the cardinal directions, this device barring all misfortune from entering the homes of the people who lived there. Safe though they were, the villagers were nonetheless besieged. Fearing starvation as much as the violence of their enemy, many contemplated suicide, but as the sun set on the third day, they peered through their windows to find that the ghost had vanished, never to be seen again. In ages past, the gods took to the air and from here shone with a brilliant light, so that man might not walk forever in shadow. Light drove out cold, thinned fear's grim pall, and purified that which was corrupt and evil. Yet man was not pleased. He grasped for the light, seeking to make it his own. He wanted to be a god. So the gods quit their heavenly seat and created the diakon entities, whereby to judge man with a fierce and holy righteousness. Thus did man seize light, and in so doing, lose the favor of the gods.